On today's episode, an incredibly delicious tofu recipe that will blow your mind. Crispy vegetable tofu cutlets, 2 ways. Hey everyone, this is Bumbi, Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Bumbi. So though I will be showing you 2 ways to make this, but the base mixture will remain the same. So let's first make that base mixture. Here I have put a weight on top of my tofu for about 15 to 20 minutes so that the excess water is drained off. I am using firm tofu, but if you do not like tofu, then you can even use paneer. If using a store-bought paneer, then you can skip this step entirely. Place the tofu in a clean cloth and squeeze out that extra water. Water is an enemy for cutlets, so this extra step will pay off at the end. Or else your cutlets may break while frying, and we are not making scrambled tofu cutlets today. Well, probably I will make that as well in the future. Next, I will be making an amazing masala. Pan on low heat. I have taken a dried red chili, green cardamoms, a cinnamon stick and cloves. I also need coriander seeds, cumin seeds and black peppercorns. Stir the spices constantly on low heat for a few minutes till they are fragrant. Do not wait for them to turn too dark in color, as they may turn bitter. As soon as you see little wisps of smoke, then immediately switch off your stove and transfer the spices to a bowl. Do not leave them in the pan, as the spices will keep on getting toasted in that residual heat and may burn. Once they cool down, grind them in a spice grinder or a mortar and pestle. Here we are looking for this kind of a situation. Let's now come to the vegetables. Non-stick pan on medium heat. Oil. Once the oil starts shimmering, add chopped onions. Add a sprinkle of salt and stir for a minute. Next comes the aromatics. Here I have some finely chopped stalks of coriander leaves, only the stalks, not the leaves. Then garlic, ginger and green chilies. Stir on medium heat for about a minute. Next, the orange carrot beauties dive in. Stir for about 2 to 3 minutes on medium to high heat. Then green beans enter the scene. Add a sprinkle of salt and stir on medium-high heat till the vegetables start turning tender. And by tender, I do not mean mushy. You do not want the vegetables to turn mushy and soggy. That won't be fun at all. They should still have a little bit of crunch on them. Next, I lowered the heat to low and added the curry powder. Always lower the heat to the lowest possible mark while adding any spices so that they do not burn, or else you will be getting a bitter aftertaste. Next, it's time for the tofu to jump into the pan. Again, we are doing all this to dry up any excess moisture. It's like an extra protection so that the cutlets do not fall apart. We also need boiled potatoes. I boiled them till they became fork tender, then peeled and mashed them very well. Add a sprinkle of salt. Stir on medium heat till everything comes together like a dough. Remember guys, try using a non-stick pan for doing this. I once got a very angry comment saying why I didn't mention about using a non-stick pan. So yes, this recipe does need a non-stick pan. At this point, I like to do a taste test. It needs more salt. Finally, a dash of lemon juice. Transfer the mixture onto a clean plate and let it cool down completely. Okay, this has cooled down completely and you have to be very particular about that. Now comes the binding agent, cornstarch or corn flour depending on which part of the world you are in and how you may want to call it. I again added little salt. Then comes that gorgeous and aromatic spice blend. Save a tiny bit for later for sprinkling on top before serving. Finally, coriander leaves. And by that, I mean lots and lots and lots of them. You can even use parsley if you do not like coriander. Now mix very well, just like you would do when kneading a dough. Here I would like to say that though I used my spice blend, you can use any seasonings according to your preference. Play around with your choice of seasonings and each time it will taste different. Another great tip from Bumbi. You are welcome. So this same mixture will be used for both the type of cutlets. Let's start with a simple and easy one. Form small rounds. Dust each one with some plain flour. And then roll along your work surface to make a neat shape. You do not need a lot of oil for this one. Once the oil heats up, add them to the pan. Do not crowd your pan as that will bring down the temperature of oil and you will end up getting very oily cutlets. Fry on medium heat. Everything is cooked here, so it won't take much time to brown up. And you are done. This one tastes good even when they turn cold, so you can even pack them in your lunch boxes and have it like a burger. Serve this with tomato ketchup. I have a green chutney recipe coming up at the end of the video that goes very well with these cutlets, so please stay with me till the very end. Coming to the next recipe, for this we need glue. Yes, you heard it right, we do need to make a glue. In a bowl, add flour and some water and mix very well. What you need is a very thin kind of consistency like this. I have applied oil to my hands as that will help in forming the cutlets. You can shape them into whatever shapes you like. I like to give them this teardrop kind of look, or maybe it looks like a slipper. I don't know, but I like this shape. Dust them with some flour, shake off the excess. Then dip them in the glue. And finally coat them in breadcrumbs. I am using fresh breadcrumbs, and by fresh I mean I put some fresh sandwich bread in my food processor and pulsed them till they became like this. You can use any breadcrumbs according to your choice. Just before frying, pat them one more time and flatten them out a little bit as the flat shape will help in forming crispy cutlets. Then fry them on medium heat till they turn golden brown on both the sides. It is so crispy when you bite onto it. Then you will be greeted by this soft interior with each element saying hello to you. And you will keep on having them as they are irresistibly delicious. The green chutney recipe is coming up at the end, so do not forget to watch that, my friends. Please do leave a comment and please hit that like button if you enjoyed watching this video. Bye bye.